Hello, Proxy Table Gaming fans. I am Hyper G. He is Lucky Sixes.
I am. Hello.
Hey, big week,
Big week coming up. Big week coming up.
big
But that
week.
doesn't mean we shun what's happened before. Oh no.
No, I know we learned. We acknowledge it.
Hmm, absolutely.
That couldn't be more appropriate for today's battle report, actually. Today's battle report, boys and girls, sees me in a Celtic League encounter. Asklanders,
Yeah.
Matt Wilson's Asklanders. Awesome. He probably, well, him and David are probably our Asklander champions, aren't they, in the
Yeah.
UK?
Yeah, I think so.
Obviously, David's moved on to ID most recently, as we've seen. Yeah, he's very much got an awesome army, and yeah, love playing against Matt as well. This is my
Hmm.
second time I've been able to play against Matt. Funnily enough, I played him as Ogres in my first game.
There you
So
go.
this is a rematch of that.
Hmm.
Funnily enough, back at Tech in 2023, I think is when we last met in battle.
Wow, okay.
So nearly 2 years actually. Yeah, so it was good playing against him again. I'm playing Ogre Khans for the Celtic League in
Hmm.
September and October. Kind of getting a bit of practice in for Sweden, which has now had lists submitted
Yes.
because it's 5 days away
I
at the
know.
point of recording.
Yeah.
Um, this is not my Sweden list. My Sweden
Yeah,
list has
so
learnt from
don't you
this.
start thinking you can get
So,
a job.
well, they can't anyway because lists have been submitted and they're already public. So they could look at my actual list if they want to
Yeah.
get a leg up. But
But
don't look at this one.
you
But
know,
that,
they're not gonna see you in action and take away your put ins
oh
and go,
no,
oh, I
definitely
need to
not.
do this.
Definitely not. No, they're going to see this list and how this list gets on, and that will help them not at the
Yes.
weekend because it's totally different.
Totally different.
Yeah. Actually, to be fair, it is quite different. Right. Anyway, Shaman, Heart Ripper, Iron Fist. Yeah, I don't know if an Iron Fist can have Heart Ripper. It should be paired weapons, but anyway,
No.
same similar effects, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Rod of Battle to get the +1 to hit. Spine Splitter. I love my Spine Splitter Shaman, charging for extra attacks and stuff, and Heart Ripper just makes him even better.
Mm.
And he's Thaumaturgy, which I'm kind of learning at the moment.
Yeah.
Enjoying it. It's pretty good path actually. Never really used it up until this latest SPAD. Is that a word? SPAD? It is now.
It is. Yeah.
Great cat. Great Khan General, Wrestler's Belt. So he's strength 6. Got a bit of armor on him. And he's got some pistols with the Viper's Curse. So loads of shots. Um, and Liger's Tongue to reduce the offensive skill of my opponents. And then a Khan BSB with nothing because I didn't have any points left.
Naked.
Yep. Yep. He'll just have to hope he's resilient enough to survive.
Yeah.
12 tribesmen with an Iron Fist, Standard Bearer, and the Swift Stride banner. 5 bruisers with the Standard Bearer for a bit of scoring support. Scraplings with bows, again scoring support, but also a bit of pew pew.
Hmm.
5 mercenary gunners with the Ogre pistols and lethal strike on their shooting only, but it's pretty nice. 2 thunder cannons. I nearly took a thunder cannon list against David when he played ID, and then didn't. So this is moving into the thunder cannon thing,
Mm.
which will be going to Sweden. 2 cannons, whoop. 4 bombardiers with standard, two of them actually. So it's a bit of a shooty list going on here. And then a frost mammoth with the hunting spear. That is what we went with for this one. Yeah, it's quite different from our Sweden list actually,
Mm.
going through it.
Yeah,
So there
it's
you go.
nice.
Yeah. The Infernal Dwarfs Asklander list
Oh
is
yeah.
Seidenkaner. I don't know how you say. We always get into trouble
Perfect.
for these
So
pronunciations. I'll
connect.
do. Yeah.
Canar.
Wizard Master Mimic Cloak. I think Matt chose the lore and stuff in the battle. We'll remind myself when that is when it comes up. Aslander Chief on award days. A whole load of stuff. He had the horn, which gave him I think it's hard target 1 in the first turn or something like that.
Mm.
I think that's what the horn does. I love that it's horn or bimble
Yeah.
letter. It's like one or the other. Which one you can choose?
It doesn't
There were
matter.
also
Yeah.
a few items that had changed their name in the latest Statslander book.
Okay.
Like one of them is the Raven banner in this one or something. There was something that was Raven anyway. But yeah, there was another Aslander Chief BSB on a horsey Shadow Chaser, um, and um, and then a Wasteland Behemoth, which is a pretty big boy. So I was very much looking to cannon him if I could. Big unit of Asklanders with spear and shield. A pretty big unit of horsemen to be to get 5 extra rank, which is why I think Matt was playing 3 ranks of 5, but they haven't got that in their latest iteration. So they are just 2 ranks with an extra rank behind, basically,
Hmm.
or wider. However, big unit, a small unit of warriors with halberds, some wargs, which everyone loves them, and 2 units of berserkers with paired weapons, which promise to be pretty deadly, and then a Jotun, which is basically the Aslander equivalent of the Frost Mammoth. So a bit of
Yeah.
a mirror match in
Yeah.
that respect. Some subtle differences, but yeah, both giving out
Nice.
the -3 agility bubble hex thing. So we were both doing that to each other.
Cool.
This is the map we played, one of the new ones, of course.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, which big forest in the middle. So we'll see how that pans out. And this is the deployment. I can't remember what this is called. There you go, bottleneck. Hey, should have just been patient. Yeah, big middle, thin
Yeah.
deployment for the other one, which is fine. I like all the deployments. I think they're all in a good place now. This is
Yeah.
me not being critical about season 2. I think
Yeah.
technically this battle shouldn't have used season 2 because it was a September Celtic League game.
Okay.
But me and Matt just decided to because it had been released and it was
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
going to be official going forward. So
The whole point
yeah,
of the Celtic League is that it's like just getting more games in,
practice. Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
just getting
So
more games in practice.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And we played Divide and Conquer, which is the one where you got to stay away from the middle to claim quarters,
Yeah,
basically,
it's an
from
interesting
turn
one.
3 onwards. I like this one. Yeah, I like it.
Hmm.
Played it a couple of times already, actually. So I won the roll off. I tell you what, I'm, I don't know whether it's a good thing. Technically, if you don't win the roll off, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Every single game of season 2 pack, I've won the roll off, which
There we
meant I've
go.
decided to be the defender. And I don't know if I'm always going to choose to be the defender. I don't know if I want to be or not, but I have always won it, and every time so far I've chosen the defender.
You've done
So
it anyway.
yeah, just because that's what I wanted in the spur of the moment. But anyway, so heaven forbid if I don't lose, win the roll off, or don't have to be the attacker because I won't have a clue what I'm doing. There you
Yeah.
go. That's a little tip for any Swedes out there. I chose Slay the Beast and turned down the mirror of capture their banners, conserve our numbers, which Matt decided he was going to try and destroy my banners or capture them. Um, and yeah, I managed to go for some big beasties to slay,
Yeah.
which meant the BSB on the Wasteland Behemoth. And I can't remember what other one it was. Might be on
The
Warhall. We'll
Jotun.
see. Uh, yeah, possibly. Yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see in a minute.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So this is deployment. As I say, Matt's got his cavalry 3 through deep because of they're used to having 5 extra rank. Then he's got his, I think it's his berserkers, followed by a warriors unit with one of the Aslander chiefs in on the war day. Then he's got his Asklanders, the core unit. Then he's got his Jotun in the middle. Then he's got his wargs with the Shadow Chaser Asklander
Hmm. Yeah.
chieftain, which is interesting. Give them a bit more zip. Then he's got another unit of berserkers. Then he's got his Wasteland Behemoth. Now, I'm going to be honest. So I was defender, so he's got first turn, right?
Yep.
Because he dropped for first turn. So I knew where he was going when I deployed. I mistook the Wasteland Behemoth for the Jotun. I
Right.
thought they
Okay.
were the other way around. The Jotun is in the middle, which makes sense for its freezing aura thing,
Yeah.
the -3 agility bubble. But I had in my head that the one on the right, as we're looking at it, was the Jotun. And I
Okay.
thought to myself, well, that's not going to run forward aggressively. So I'll just put my cannons there. And that way, when it pops out over the hill, because it has to stay with the rest of his army, I'll just
Hmm.
cannon it. And the cannons aren't going to be threatened. When he suddenly started moving the Wasteland
18
Behemoth
inches. Yeah.
18 inches, which we'll see in a minute. Comes kind of like getting ahead of myself, really.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's why my cannons are down there, because they think that's a Jotun opposite them. That it's true would still cause them a problem, but is certainly not as quick and would need to stay with the rest of its army.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't tell Matt that because I was just like, God damn it. Yeah. But anyway, so I've got a bombardier unit just behind the hill. I think I gave them Vanguard, but I don't think I ended up using it. The Defender's Vanguard thing. Then there's the Scrappling bows, the iron guts. I still call them iron guts. Bruisers.
Iron guts.
Next to the bruiser unit, with two of my, well, all of my characters actually. I think one of them standing at the back. I must have not done the warhall quite right. In a big bus formation, I've got the mercenary gunners at the front. I think I've got my Great Khan in with the mercenary gunners actually. So it's just the BSB and the Shaman in with the bruisers. Then I got bombardiers in front of my Frost Mammoth, and then yeah, the two cannons, like I say. So yeah, we will see how this goes with my early observation or mistake. Here it comes. The Wasteland Behemoth is not hanging around on the hill. He's there. He's in a turn 2 charge range. It can easily make it. I think it's practically auto charge if I stay where I am. Near enough, anyway. Yeah. Oops. So now I've got to deal with that issue. His cavalry come forward pretty aggressively as well, because obviously I haven't got my bombardiers on the hill because I didn't vanguard them onto it. And everything else just comes forward in the middle, pretty aggressively. I kind of expected he would be, because obviously I've got cannons and bombardiers and things, so I can shoot him. But yeah, here he comes. See how I deal with it now.
Incredible.
Oh dear. He's obviously going for capturing my banners, so he wants to kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Magic gets a couple of shots. It looks like he using thaumaturgy as well.
I think so. I think he is. Yeah.
I think that's a Smite the Unbeliever. Got 2 wounds on the gunners.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's about all that goes down in Magic. It didn't have a lot of shooting, if any, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
this is your movement.
Is it? Did I? No, I didn't. I must have moved a bit more than that. Did I not?
Well, the next picture is this.
Oh, right. Okay. So I didn't. All right. Fair enough. Did I just forget to move? It looks like it.
It does. If we look, if we go back, this is before, and then this is after. So there's slight movement over here. Very, very tentative.
Yeah. Obviously, I was just so happy with my deployment, or pretending to be. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll edit that and just say I don't move because I'm happy where I am. But actually, I was banking on a clouded sight from the Frost Mammoth, which meant that the Wasteland Behemoth couldn't charge because it couldn't see anything more than 12 inches away from it.
Really good.
It has to be said. Yeah, Matt didn't fall for this at all. He saved all his dice and rolled terribly on the dispel roll. So I got extremely lucky, and by extremely lucky, I mean very, very, very lucky, because I 5 dice to bound spell against his 5 or 6 dispel dice.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was rolling D3s, whereas he was rolling all D6s, and I still got it off with either less or equal dice. So yeah, really bad luck for Matt, and now that Behemoth may as well be on the hill, back pretending to be a Jotun.
Yeah.
He takes the warg charge into my gunners, which was I think he needed a 4 or 5 to make it. So it wasn't a given, but he didn't see the issue with not doing it, because obviously that's fine. And I was a little bit like, okay, yeah, they're only mercenary gunners, they're not mercenary veterans. I'm gonna need my Great Khan to kill a few here, and he's actually built for shooting, not for combat, so that's not ideal. And he follows up with movement, everything else. In my shooting, I did 2 wounds to the Behemoth with my cannon as well.
Yeah.
Which is 1 hit, 1 missed, 2 wounds, which is the least amount you can do. But anyhow. And Matt just moves up and gets everyone else in position. I think on the left, as we're looking at it, the cavalry have gone pretty aggressive forward. They are out of the bombardier's line of sight. So not that although the hill's there anyway. And yeah, they're a problem because I'm already finding I'm a bit surrounded, and I haven't really deployed well at all to counter any of this. So
He's
I
got
don't
a nice
know.
arc around you.
Yeah, I was feeling like I'm very much getting overwhelmed, and everything's blocking each other from my own, you know,
Mm.
lack of experience with this army, I guess. But because my shooting did so little to him. Anywho, um, so how did this end up? Yeah, so because he contacted my mercenary gunners, which he killed, only losing one warg, which was just a bit upsetting.
Yeah.
But because he had the shadow chaser, he could maximize like we see it, and that meant he had an overrun into my bombardiers. But
Yeah.
and he didn't plan this. His overrun into the bombardiers was in the flank of the bombardiers.
Yeah.
And
Goodness.
so it kind of put him in a really weird position with that overrun. And, he had to just pick his unit up and place it, which meant that he couldn't move any further down. So the bombardiers were kind of like well, they've been flank charged, but only the Shadow Chaser and two wargs were in contact with it to
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
And it's my turn next. So he kind of knew that the wargs were going to be in trouble if they did beat the mercenary gunners, but they have killed the mercenary gunners and my general.
Yeah. That's quite point
So
sweet.
he's probably okay with that. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
this got us learning all sorts of overrun stuff, etc. Yeah, so into my turn, I put a bit of the pivot thing up just to see where everyone was and stuff. I know I've got to deal with the wargs either way because they will, even with
Mm.
limited contact on the bombardiers, they'll smash them. And I think what I do is, oh, well, the arrow's there actually. I charge into the wargs, and we work out that it is in the rear of the wargs.
Yeah. Crazy angles in the middle.
Yeah, and because Ninth Age 3.0 has kind of cleared up the whole moving the charge, you don't have to do any of the shuffling of contact point and then move your unit round or anything. You just get
Yeah. You
contact point
ignore
and then
everything
you
else for that. Yeah.
teleport there. So I
Yeah.
didn't bash into my iron guts. Not iron guts. What
Bruises.
do I mean? Yeah, because I'm main unit's tribesman. God.
Mm.
I'm all confused. Yeah, so I didn't bash into my bruisers with the swing round of my tribesman, which is cool, really clean. I moved my scraplings forward to get in the way of his berserkers and his warrior unit. Obviously, I know that I'm presenting a massive flank to his whole army. I
Yeah.
can chaff two of the units, not everything, but I'm obviously hoping beyond hope. I need to go through the wargs in one turn,
Yeah.
or it's very much game over. The bombardiers have taken 2 wounds from magic, I think. They were just hanging out from the hill, so he managed to do magic to them in the last turn. And I just move so that I get stand and shoot against the
Yeah.
cavalry, and hope that that'll kill a few. I don't expect I'll win, but the bruisers are ready to countercharge the cavalry when that happens.
Mm.
Elsewise, I'm just hoping that my cannons can do something to the behemoth because he's too close for another clouded mist spell. He's within
Yeah.
12 now, so I need my cannons to both do the work, or one of them's going to get charged, and probably the other one,
Eek.
yeah, issues. So yeah. Oh, that's an old
I went.
picture in the
Yeah.
middle of everything.
Okay.
I've got my mercenary gunners back.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Anyway.
Anyway, well, won't worry about that. Yeah, I got Children of Umi off on my tribesman in the middle, which is fantastic, very much needed. And Holy Affliction on the Asklander unit that maybe will be charging in next turn. So that would be a double -2 to wound for those Asklanders
Yeah.
if they
Yeah.
did decide to come in. I'm
That's pretty
figuring
good.
that might discourage them from doing it, which will give me time to reset my line, deal with the flanks,
Mm.
and then figure out what I'm going to do with his 4 or 5 other units, basically.
Yeah.
So okay, there's a few things going here and here, isn't there? So kill the wargs
Well, you make them
with
flee,
my
don't you?
tribesmen. Oh yes, I make them flee. They're running off
Yeah.
towards the right. And the bombardiers chase them but don't catch them, which is why the bombardiers are now showing a flank to one of his berserker units.
Mm-hmm.
Not ideal, but I was just happy the bombardiers were alive, and there was a chance I could catch his wargs and destroy them.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted there. The tribesmen, because of the combat reform, they end up like so close to the Jotun and the Asklanders in the middle. It is really weird. It looks like I've been really aggressive with them and just gone, hey, you've got 4 units, charge me. Fortunately, the scraplings are stopping 2 of those units charging me, so it is just the Asklanders and the Jotun in the middle that are a danger in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's. And we're also missing a behemoth, aren't we? Because my cannons
Off on the
turned
right.
up.
Yeah.
Cannons did the job, and they managed to cannon Piao Piao the behemoth, which is
Oh,
awesome.
amazing.
Which means I won my secondary objective. But we've got an issue because this is the learning point moment of the game. I mean, you saw the arrow in the last picture, but basically he declared the charge with the terror-causing Jotun. I didn't have fearless or anything in my tribesmen. I was discipline 8 rerollable. I had lost my general to the earlier mercenary gunner battle.
Yeah.
I was only 8 rerollable, but I failed. Rolled higher than an 8 twice in a row.
Mate.
And effectively, I was like, okay, that's battle over.
So that with your shaman and
BSB, full unit of tribesmen.
Ouch.
Everything. All my characters are now dead. All I've got is a few units left. Game over, pretty much.
Yeah.
I've learned from this, and my Sweden list has the Banner of Courage on my unit of tribesmen instead of the Swift Tribe banner. So provided they get a reroll to their panic, which they did in this anyway, but they'll avoid panic. So it won't happen again because this battle is now pretty much just what can you get out of it.
Yeah.
But I did play on because I was
which is a learning point in itself. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to just roll with it at the end of the day. There you go. That was me actually.
Your actual
get
face.
That directly from me. Yeah, it was my face. It's not bad. And he also declares the berserkers into the side of the bombardiers. He charges the Asklanders into the scraplings. Obviously, I don't need to hold them anymore, so I just run because they're not chaffing anything that he can charge. So that's fine. I may as well keep my scraplings alive. And the cavalry comes into the bombardiers and takes 4 wounds from my stand and shoot, actually, which was pretty good. The bombardiers are now toast because they're going to be charged in the flank there, unless I do something about it. And you can see how little is left of the warg unit. The reason it wasn't decimated was because it took those wounds from the impassable terrain, so won't be removed until the next time it flees.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, because it fled through the impassable terrain, took the wounds to go down to less than 25%, but then ended its flee move and won't be decimated and removed until it flees again. Does that make sense?
Okay, is that the actual rule? Is it? I thought it was just whenever they come under 20. I thought it was like if they're fleeing.
No,
if they ever come under 25%, they just die.
No, it's when you are next forced to flee,
cool.
Or I don't think you even get the chance to rally or something. I can't remember the exact wording, but that's well. I mean, in this battle, they don't rally; they're gone, so it doesn't matter. I was just trying to. Yeah.
Let us know whether it matters when and stuff like that, and what the rule is on decimated and fleeing, and units that are fleeing becoming decimated, etc., etc.
Yeah, and the Aslander chief being with them obviously complicated that a little bit, because obviously he was 3 wounds, could never be down to less than 25%.
Yeah, well, he would just carry on.
He would just he would just.
I know that. Yeah.
He would get a chance to rally or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's how we're looking. The clouded sight that I've got behind my Frost Mammoth, that was just me reminding me that I've only got 1 spell left in my entire army. He hasn't actually cast it on himself, obviously. Bombardiers get killed on both flanks because why wouldn't they? I do kill a few more of the cavalry. and I'm ready to countercharge with my bruisers. Obviously, that situation is still the same as it was, except now I've lost my whole center. And yeah, the cannon is now fighting berserkers, but I countercharge with another cannon under Frost Mammoth because may as well try and kill a unit. And yeah, the bruisers charge. They actually catch the cavalry. He rolled like a 3-inch flee move with the cavalry, and I rolled decent on the
comebacks on.
So exactly. Never give up, right? So yeah, I mean, my turns are really quick now because I basically charged everything into combat.
No magic,
or was fleeing with the scraplings. So this was like super quick now. The berserkers did 4 wounds to my cannon. He's got 5, so he's still alive.
Nice.
And I just turned to line up some shots on that Shotten. I've already won my secondary objective because I killed his behemoth, and he has cleared out a whole load of my scoring units. So I think
Scraplings rally though as well.
Yeah, Scraplings rally, so they again stand right in the front of the enemy army. So there's that, and yeah. I don't know what the circles were. Oh, it's the quarters. I think we were working out the quarters at this point because that was the primary objective.
Sure.
And yeah, because we were all in this quarter, all the scoring units are in this quarter. Everything that's not in this quarter is not scoring.
Yeah.
But we were 2-2 basically somehow because his unit of Asklanders is in the middle. They don't count. Yeah, we were drawing the primary at this moment in time.
Crazy.
So. It's not over yet, folks. There's still hope. Yeah, he got a long charge. He needed a 5 to get the berserkers into the bruisers, and that's not great for the bruisers because, they'll just die horribly, which is a shame because that'll take away my scoring unit on that front.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, I think the berserkers might not be scoring in the Askelander army. So maybe... Did I win the primary that turn? Oh well, don't worry about it. Too much. I'm about to lose a scoring anyway. So yeah, and he just moves forward. I don't think he charged the scraplings because he knew I'd probably flee. He just was deciding whether or not he wants to go after my cannons and stuff. Brain of Fire. He manages to kill one of the cannon on 1 wound. He does another wound to the Frost Mammoth as well. Didn't do anything to the other cannon. It kind of like just
it's a brutal spell,
3 inches. It is really. And if I'd have thought about it a bit more, I probably should have placed my cannon and stuff a bit better. But I was dealing with post combat after killing off the berserkers, so I don't think I had a lot of chance of getting them out of 3 inches of each other. And he gets Light of Faith on me as well, so that I don't have many ranks, which just, will cement the victory for the berserkers, really.
Yeah.
Yep. They die. Of course they do. And he turns around, I think they were frenzied. They didn't have to. Yeah, I think berserkers are frenzied, so they had to overrun, and they managed to hit the board edge and turn around, which is great for them. It would have been worse if he'd just been looking at the board edge. I move up my scraplings as if to say, you don't forget about us. We're still alive here.
Come on,
guys. Last unit standing, maybe, because all the rest of my other army is dead. No, he charges and I run and I end up there. Funnily enough, I can't remember what killed him. And probably magic. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're just going.
I think the berserkers charged them, and obviously they can choose to hold still, even if they rally.
Oh yes, that was it. Yeah, exactly. I did a little bit of the feigned flight thingy. And he starts fanning out and going for quarters to cement the primary because I've got no scoring units left on the board anyway, so it was almost guaranteed to be his. But my one cannon actually does a few wounds to his Jotun, which is pretty good. But he decided against coming at me with the rest of it, and so I survived the game with a cannon and a Frost Mammoth. But yeah, lesson learned, folks. Terror. You still flee from terror.
Still flee. That is a big one.
Panic tests, generally, you just become shaken and you don't flee.
Yeah.
But terror does cause you to flee. So a rerollable 8 is clearly not good enough to go into a competitive game.
Yeah.
Or just don't let your 9 general die in turn 1, turn 2.
Yeah.
That would be another thing as well.
But good game, nonetheless.
great game, really enjoyable, really enjoyable. Lots of swings and roundabouts. Good learning curve for my Ogre playing. I have changed the list quite a lot between this and what I go to Sweden with. Yeah, I think in a positive way. Yeah, the points reflected the dominance really, even though I did have a few units left at the end. It was funny because if my tribesmen don't flee that terror test, I don't think I was looking too bad, you know. Especially considering if you factor in the wargs are gone, the shadow chasers gone, the behemoth's gone. I managed to triple charge the berserkers. That doesn't change on the right.
You had double -1 to wound, basically.
Exactly. I had double -1 to wound. The bruisers kill the cavalry, and if that middle doesn't happen, maybe he doesn't go for the 5 charge on the bruisers and get it. So I kind of feel like I did have a chance. I didn't deploy well, and my turns 1 and 2 weren't great, but I kind of felt like it wasn't over until my tribesmen decided they'd had enough. So yeah, but really good fun. Thank you, Matt, for the game. And yeah, we'll roll on with Ogres, and here we come, Sweden this weekend.
Absolutely, and that's what we're planning on getting straight out to you for our next battle reports and stuff. We've still got the book reviews plodding on, and the D&D campaign really taking a toll at the minute. There was a bit of a swing in the last few episodes, which have been pretty exciting and pretty good to do as well. So go check them out. Thanks to magnetic.movementtrade.com and Warhall, our sponsors, and check us out on all the forums and such for all the stuff and such.
Yeah, because we got a bit of stuff going on and such this week. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. We'll see what we can do in terms of coverage for Sweden as well, but it might just be in terms of battle reports and maybe a bit of a review at the end. Otherwise, good luck to everyone in tech. We're sorry to miss it.
Indeed.
Good luck for Max P as well for organising everything. But I'm sure we'll hear lots of tales and stories, especially on the podcast, because there has been one put out yesterday. Whatever. Yeah, it is.
Whenever you're watching.
Yeah. I'll shut up now.
Good stuff.
I'll leave you to it. Take it easy, mate.
All right.
Take it easy, viewers. See you later.